Let's turn it over to Alex Hogan with the very latest news out of the Middle East. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Carly and Todd. So the U.S. says it has enhanced the security area in trying to move ships out of the Strait of Hormuz. Yesterday, the U.S. says that the military sank 6 small Iranian boats that were trying to target civilian vessels. President Trump has named this operation Project Freedom.
It's working out very nicely. They have no Navy, they have no Air Force, they have no anti-aircraft equipment, they have no radar, they have no nothing. They have no leaders, actually. The leaders happen to be gone also, but can't let them have a nuclear weapon, or you'd have problems like nobody would believe, and it's going very well.
And for the first time since the ceasefire began, the United Arab Emirates says its ships had come under attack from Iran. The country's defense ministry says Iran fired 15 missiles and 4 drones, one of which started a fire at an oil facility. The UAE calling these attacks a dangerous escalation, an unacceptable act of aggression, and a direct threat to the UAE's security, stability, and territorial integrity in the violation of the principles of international law and the Charter of the United Nations. While Iran's foreign minister warning the UAE not to get dragged back into the conflict today, one of the country's parliament speakers issued the following statement, saying the new equation of the Strait of Hormuz is in the process of being solidified. The security of shipping and energy transit has been jeopardized by the United States and its allies through the violation of the ceasefire and the imposition of a blockade. Of course, their evil will diminish. Well, as far as what the U.S. is saying, the U.S. military says 2 American-flagged merchant ships successfully crossed this critical waterway yesterday. Carly, Todd.
Alex Hogan live for us. Alex, thank you.
Returning now to Operation Epic Fury, where tensions are boiling over in the Strait of Hormuz as Iran pushes the limit of the ceasefire. U.S. forces hitting back after the regime fired on U.S. vessels and targeted the UAE with missiles and drone strikes. And CENTCOM giving an update as officials tell Fox we are closer to resuming major combat operations.
Offensive operation. We are employing U.S. ballistic missile defense-capable destroyers, over 100 land and sea-based aircraft, multi-domain unmanned platforms, and then 15,000 service members to extend this defensive umbrella across the Strait of Hormuz. We have an enormous amount of capability and firepower concentrated in and around the strait, including A-864 Apache and M-860 Seahawk helicopters.
Retired Navy SEAL Mike Sarraille joins me now. Mike, good morning to you. So here's the quote from the administration. We are closer to the resumption of major combat operations than we were 24 hours ago after Iran fired on U.S. vessels and targeted UAE today with missiles and drones and fast boats. And the president also told Fox Iran will be blown off the face of the earth if it targets U.S. ships in the Strait. A 30,000-foot view here. Where are we in this war right now?
So a few things. God bless. We heard there were attacks on the USS Truxtun and the USS Mason, but you got to understand our sailors, our service member overseas right now are vigilant, and they defeated those attacks, and they have such a layered defense. It speaks to the professionalism and the technological advantage that we have as a military. So God bless that they're okay, and the families can be comforted by that. I'll say this. I think the major problem is everyone, especially the left, is looking at this 60-day countdown clock with their eyes on that, thinking that we can unwind 47 years of just evil and a cancer that's plagued the world. It's going to take a little time, and our military is hitting success after success. But this situation is much like an aircraft carrier. You can't turn it on a dime. It's going to take some time. You look at the economic strangulation, you look at what our military has done, and what I would tell people right now is view this as a boxing match. What we've seen is round 1. May require a round 2 to beat them a little further into submission, then come back to the table.
Well, Iran just launched its first missile strike since the ceasefire began, targeting the UAE. And Iran's president, Masoud Pezeshkian, called the IRG completely irresponsible for doing this. So the president is openly criticizing the IRGC, not something you hear every day.
In warfare, psychology is a big part of it. And even the language we see coming out of President Trump, that is just psychological warfare. There is so much internal strife between the IRGC as well as the political class. My recommendation at this point, given what's going on and the lack of coherence and command of control within Iran, is continue to remove those leaders, hit the infrastructure, and they're going to eventually come to the reality that this isn't a negotiation. This is what I call surrender management, and they haven't gotten to that point yet.
Well, listen, there is a lot going on in the Strait of Hormuz over the last 24, 48-hour period. What stands out as the most significant to you?
This Project Freedom. Guys, while we maintain the economic strangulation, which is killing Iran, we're getting reports, and I think Scott Bessent said it yesterday, they can't pay their soldiers. And I'll tell you what, it's one thing to be ideological and rant death to America when your family is being fed, but once that stops, that ideology goes away really, really quick. So we've got the momentum. Just don't put this insane clock, this unrealistic clock on President Trump. What we need to do is, as a nation, support him, because remind the American people that 1,000 Americans were killed at the hands of the Iranians. Yeah. And we finally have a president that is willing to do what is necessary that administrations should have done decades ago.
And then what about the U.S. forces destroying those 6 Iranian small boats, and also 2 commercial vessels safely transited the waterway yesterday as well?
Yes, so Iran's last piece of leverage is the Strait of Hormuz. Their navy was built for maritime disruption. And so these small attack boats and these drones and these mines, that's the last obstacle for which they will have zero leverage. And these mosquito boats, as the administration is calling them, are meeting the biggest fly swatter they've ever met, and that is the United States Navy and the U.S. military. Just give us time. We'll systematically destroy that capability. And again, it strengthens our position.
So with time, you feel optimistic about this? Final thoughts?
I do, because I know our military. Our military won every war or every battle they were tasked with in global war on terror. Ultimately, the wars didn't end up as we wanted, but don't lose faith in our fighting American men and women. They will get it done.
Mike Sarraille, thank you so much for joining us. Retired Navy SEAL, we thank you for your service as well.
Thanks, Carly.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.